Hello, good day everybody. This course will base mainly on Autodesk Inventor. First of all, let me introduce you to Autodesk Inventor. Sometimes they call it Autodesk Inventor Professional. This software is a parametric software used in modeling and it's mostly used by mechanical designer. It's used in producing products. Autodesk Inventor is a very powerful software. It's used in manufacturing industry. It produce parts assemblies. So parts similar to this is produce assembly. This was produced using Autodesk Inventor. Also in Autodesk Inventor, you can simulate your work. Likewise, after simulation, you can animate your work. These are some of the models done on Autodesk Inventor. So with these softwares, it comes very handy. You can do anything that has to do with modeling on Autodesk Inventor. Now, let's go directly. Let me introduce you directly to what Autodesk Inventor is capable of. Firstly, Autodesk Inventor is used in creating 2D parts and also 3D assembly. Inventor is a feature-based software. What it means is, looking at the picture you're seeing on the screen, after you've made the base feature, you will be adding different features on it for it to form the desired shape. So that's what Autodesk Inventor is capable of. And it has a specific process of making models in Inventor. The first is for you to make a sketch. After you've made a sketch, then you convert your sketch to a model, a 3D model. The subsequent features on that model will also be based on different sketches you'll be drawing on this model. Also, we call Inventor a parametric software. Unlike software like AutoCAD, it's a more advanced parametric software. What do we mean by a parametric software? Parametric software in the essence that when you've made the model you're seeing on the screen, this model can be edited to form another desired size without you going back to what you have done before. All you just need is what? Is just to edit some parameters, some of the value, and it's going to edit itself and adjust to the new size. After we've done the introduction, now let's go directly into Autodesk Inventor workspace and introduce you to the workspace. Now, after we've launched Autodesk Inventor, this is the first space it's going to bring for us. We call this space the get started space. This is where you're going to see the options like your project, your open options, the new options, and if you have other softwares you've installed with your Inventor, you're going to see everything here. Now, let's go straight to our Inventor workspace, our parts workspace. Now, when you open your Inventor parts workspace, you're going to have an interface like this if you're using a model of 2023 and upward. Now, this is a 3D model ribbon. Under here, we have different options. The first one is a sketch option. So this is where you make your sketch. We have the extrusion options. These are called the tools options. After that, we have our panels. These panels are editable. You can drag them out. We also have our browser, or we call it model. This is where you have the history of everything you are doing in Autodesk Inventor. We have the search bar. This is the search bar Whenever you have forgotten any command you need to check it, you find it here. We have our material bar. This is where you check the type of material you need. We also have the options like drop down. When you need to check more options, you always find arrow under it. We have our view queue. This is how you change your model from 2D to 3D. We have our navigation bar. This is where you have our hand power, where we can zoom, where we can orbit. Also, we also have our orientation, which is Y, X, Y, and Z. We also have the status bar, which is down here. So this is the basic interface of our Autodesk Inventor Professional. Under this our 3D model, this is where we create our model. What we do mainly under this place is, after we've created a sketch, we start building the sketch using extrude, revolve, sweep, loft, and other options that are here. We also have our holes where we create some features. We make modification under the modification bar. We also have our work features where we work around our planes and axis. We also have the freeform where we make any shape using freeform. In this case, there is no sketch creation. We also have the surface. We also have for analysis, and this is also a bar where we can convert our work to sheet metal workspace. We also have under the sketch here, this is the interface where we make the sketch. Now, like I said, for Autodesk Inventor Professional, before you can make your 3D, you need to create a 2D, the basic shape. Then you can come to what? 3D model. We also have the annotate bar. This is where we annotate our model. You give it the required details you want to give it. We also have the inspection. In that inspection, we check whether our work is aligned. You might be drawing something and you need to measure if the size is up to what you're designing. So you use this. We also have the tools. Under the tools, you choose the appearance, the material, you set your document. We also have the manage. This is where you set your parameters and make your high paths and some other functions. We also have the view where you change the type of view you have on your model. You might change it to realistic, shaded. You edit the display you want for your model, whether you want it to be high quality. You set this shadow, you set your type of 3D, whether you want to be viewing it in orthographic or perspective with orthographic, and you set your environment. Under the environment here, we have options to do our stress analysis, Inventor Studio where we do the analysis, where we do the animations and picture rendering. You do your tolerance analysis and other options. The collaborate. This is the options for someone who is using a company license. In this case, you can work, two or more people can work on a project. We also have, if you have installed Fusion 360, you also have this option on your Autodesk Inventor Professional. Apart from the bars, under our file, we have the options like new when you want to create a new file, the open when you want to open an existing file, either Inventor file or other CAD file, the save as when you want to save as a copy or you want to pack and go. This pack and go is mainly used when you have already modeled different parts and want to zip everything in a single file. That's after you are done with your drawing and modeling. The export, you can export your file in form of an image, PDF, 3D PDF, CAD file and other options. And the share option, when you want to share it with someone and the person, just for the person to view it. the manage, you need to manage your project, the hide property, the print, and so on. Now, after we're done with that, now we need to come to our drop down to check our tool access bar. Under this tool access bar, you adjust whatever you want to see at the top here, whatever you want to see at the top of your inventor. Now, if you're looking at my own, you will see that I have checked the new, open, save, undo. The print has been unchecked. That's why we cannot find it on the top of my screen. The material refine. So all this actually depends on your preference. So it depends on what you want. So that will determine how you want your uh your tool access bar to look. Now, we are going to use this model to check our browser. Now, looking at this browser, you're going to see series of steps here, unlike what you're seeing before. The reason is because this model was made based on this process. The first one was extrusion, it's noted it here. The second one was another extrusion, it's noted it there. The third one was shell. The fourth one was still extrusion. The fourth one was rectangular pattern. So like that. So that is the main essence of this browser. It's going to show whatever you've done on your model. So if there is need for you to edit any of the parts, just move to that exact part, then you do the editing you need on it. That is the main essence of this. However, what if you mistakenly close this browser and you could not find it? So you can see my own. My how do I track my browser? So if you're lucky, you can find this plus sign here and click here. It should bring it back. However, if you cannot find it, just come to under your view, your user interface. After your user interface, you're going to see a model browser here. Click on it and you're going to have it here. So that is that. Now, also our cube, it has to do with the navigation and the coordinate system. So if I click on this front, it's going to show here. Changing it, it's going to show here. Changing it here. So as I'm changing it, it will be changing the view of this model. However, when you click on these edges, you're going to have the 3D. It depends on this size you want to see. You can see when I click on the edge, it's turn it. So that is the essence. And what you're seeing here is a type of view. Now, you find the drop down button here. Just click on it. So you can see that means this view is what? An orthographic view. It's not an isometric, it's an orthographic view. Now, looking at it here, I can change it to perspective. You know what a perspective is? So it look more realistic when you're viewing it in this. So you can also change it to any other the perspective with octagonal. Can also change it to this. So you're good to go. Another thing about Inventor is if you are not content, you are not okay with the background here, just come to tools. After you're here in tools, just click on application settings. Now looking at application settings, come to color. So you find different options. So when you click on here, you can see it has a background. When you click on here, it has blue. You have light. So just choose anyone you want and click on OK or apply. Click on apply, then you're good to go for that. After that, for documents, there is also need for you to change the unit. Just come to documents. After you've clicked your documents, the standard, you can see what is showing. The unit, you set your unit to whatever the unit you want. So I worked with millimeter most times. So and my time is always in seconds. the mass is always in kilogram, and so on. So you set your precision. So how many decimal places you want to put your value. So your sketch, all of that things. So when you click on apply, you have it applied to your model. So, and for purpose of this course, come to application. Whenever you want to start your work, come to application, come to application. Yeah. So yes, come to application and click on general. So when you click on general, you have an options at the top of this place, username. Username. Now for this course, your username for your PC must be changed to your matric number. Your username for this course must be changed to your matric number. Like I repeat, your username for this course must be changed to your matric number. Anybody that submits a file with a different username that is not his or her matric number, that assignment is not going to stand. Like I said, the assignment is not going to stand. So just set this. Let this thing be your matric number. 3, 4. So after you're done with that, apply. Then we're good to go. For now, that's all for the introduction to Autodesk Inventor Professional. Thank you for watching. Meet you in the next video where we start to create a project and start making our sketch.